Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Small Town Murder Express.
Yay, choo-choo!
Oh, yay indeed, Jimmy. Yay indeed. My name is James Petrogallo. I'm here with my co-host.
I'm Jimmy Wisman.
Thank you, folks, so much for joining us today. Oh, yes. Again, on another absolutely crazy edition of Small Town Murder Express. 10 pounds of murder in a 2-pound bag, everybody. And it is a lot today. Wild stuff. We got to get to it quickly. Before we do, though, head over to shutupandgivememurder.com. Get your tickets for live shows. I think there's a couple tickets left in Philly for December. You can still get the virtual live show for another week. So that is available for another week. So get in there and get that. Shutupandgivememurder.com. Anywhere in the world with internet. That show's a great show, too. So have fun with that. We're proud of that one. That was a lot of fun. So definitely do that. Definitely also, that's, by the way, shutupandgivememurder.com. Get your merch while you're there. Then listen to our other shows, Crime in Sports, and, of course, Your Stupid Opinions, which are hilarious shows. Your Stupid Opinions, we go over reviews from all over the internet and make fun of people for making them. And also, get yourself Patreon, patreon.com/crimeinsports. That is where you get all the bonus material. Anybody $5 a month or above, you get all sorts of stuff with that. You get hundreds of back episodes of bonus stuff you've never heard before. New episodes every other week, one crime in sports, one small town murder, and you get it all.
You bet.
This week, we're going to talk about, for crime in sports, the team relocation drama is what I'm calling it.
Really amazing.
When people freak out when teams move and teams sneaking out in the middle of the night, and it's very funny, so I can't wait to talk about that.
My dad never accepted the Ravens, ever.
No, that's what I mean.
He was still pissed.
There's people in Baltimore who just hate the Colts and will always hate them because they snuck out in the middle of the night, and I don't want to hear it. Like that, it's the way it is, man. Yeah. It is crazy stuff. Then for Small Town Murder, we're going to talk about the top haunted place in every state and see what sounds silly and what sounds creepy. We'll see how that goes. That is patreon.com/crimeinsports, and you also get a shout out at the end of the main show, and you get all the shows, Crime in Sports, Your Stupid Opinions, and Small Town Murder, all ad-free.
Ad-free.
Ad-free with your Patreon. It's the best deal in podcasting. Patreon.com/crimeinsports. That said, I think it's time, everybody.
Here we go.
Here we go to sit back. Let's all clear the lungs. What do you say here? And let's all shout. Shut up, give me murder. Let's do this, everybody.
Okay.
Let's go on a trip, shall we? We are going down to Louisiana this week.
Oh, boy.
And when I say we're going down to the bayou, I mean we are going down to the bayou.
Is that what we're doing?
We absolutely are. This is Ville Platte, Louisiana.
Ville Platte, not
Ville Platte.
Platteville.
Nope, V-I-L-L, or V-I-L-L-E, separate word, P-L-A-T-T-E. It's French for flat town.
Oh.
That's what that means. Flat town, because that's swamp down there.
Yeah.
Now this, by the way.
French for sea level.
For beneath sea level. French for hope the levees hold. Now, this place is not the exact town that the murder took place in, as we'll figure out. It is, no one knows exactly where it took place. So this is the town where like the trial happened and was kind of the center of it all. So we're just using this town. Because it could have been from 4 or 5 different towns. This is in dead center Louisiana. If there was a bullseye in Louisiana, it would be this place. It's about 2.5 hours to New Orleans, down in the southeast, and it's about 2.5 hours to Shreveport, up in the northwest there. So it's in the middle of those, and about an hour and a half to Lake Charles, Louisiana, which was our last Louisiana episode, way back episode 578. It's been a long time. It's been since March. Video poker Playboy murder. That was a fun one. I remember that one. The dude with the constantly playing video poker and getting caught on casino cameras. This is in the Evangeline Parish, and oh boy, was there a dispute of that too. That was half the dispute here. Area code 337. Population here 6,488. Median household income here.
Yeah.
Wow. Rest of the country.
Yeah.
$69,000.
Yeah.
Here, $21,818. Household. Household. Think about that. Dude. That's
Imagine
crazy.
4 people bringing home $5,000 a year.
Wow, that each, yeah, that's crazy.
What are they, college kids? Jesus.
But the median home price actually fits. The median home price here, $97,100.
Huh.
Yeah, this place is rough. The motto,
That shit's amphibious.
wow, it's going to have to be if it rains.
Yeah.
The motto here, experience the Cajun heartland.
Is that what it is?
The Cajun heartland I've never heard before, but okay. A little bit of history here.
Yeah.
The area around Ville Platte seemed to have been first settled in the kind of the late 1700s when Louisiana was still under Spanish rule.
Sure.
This is, before even the French and all that kind of thing. So this was in the kind of, they said, I guess the earliest record of any settlements about the 1780s. Apparently, the popular legend has it that the founder of Ville Platte was Marceline Guérin,
Yeah.
who was, I guess, a major in the army of the French Empire during the reign of Napoleon.
Nice.
He obtained one of the first 2 lots that were platted in what is now Ville Platte, and the second lot being obtained by Dr. Robert Windex, who had the cleanest windows in all of town.
Is it the guy that invented the formula?
Hell, fucking
Maybe.
I don't know. 1824 seems a little early for a chemical compound like that. Probably.
The smell of that smells like it was probably invented in 1824.
I don't think that color blue was invented yet. You know what I'm saying? Back then,
Maybe
you
put
just
some dye in it later.
Back then, you just spit on a window and wiped it off with a shitty
newspaper.
rag. Yeah, that was how you did it. So in 1900, Ville Platte had a population of 163. Then the railroad came, and it started to go up from there.
Booming, yeah.
Got laid out in a grid and everything. By 1910, they had 600 people, and then it was going up from there. Now, here's a couple reviews of this town, because we've never been there. We don't know anything about it.
Yeah.
Most people haven't, it seems like.
Yeah.
Most people have not experienced the Cajun heartland, so we're going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Most
people call their place Ville as the second part of the word.
Yeah,
Maybe that's
French,
why
it's
nobody...
the other way.
Do they do that?
In French, it's like Italian. It goes backwards.
Oh, okay.
It's
All right. And Spanish, too?
That's why it's flat town, but it really means town flat
Town
if you
flat,
did it.
yeah.
5 stars. Everyone knows everyone in this town. Nice. Oh, yeah. My family and best friends are in this town. It's a great town.
Stop saying it.
There may not be a lot to do in this town,
Yeah.
but there are plenty of job opportunities.
Yeah.
Okay, keep that in mind for everyone else's complaints. 3 stars, somewhat family-oriented. Somewhat. Not all the way, but needs more job opportunities.
Well, sir.
Plenty. By the way, those 2 reviews were left a month apart from each other, too, so it's not even
It died fast.
It died real fast. Not nearly enough places to eat, shop, etc. Schools are small, but not the greatest. People here tend to still think like the old Cajun ways are somewhat closed-minded. It's
What's
the middle
old
of nowhere.
Cajun way?
Who the hell knows? I think
Old Bay on everything?
that's the Baltimore way. That's what that is. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. What do they put? Oh, I guess they put some
They
other
put cayenne and paprika and all that shit on there, but it's
Old
a
Bay.
different formula, I suppose.
Different amount.
3 stars here. Ville Platte has a lot of culture, from the smoked meat festival, now we're talking, to the Tournoy and tea cotton bowl. We'll talk about that.
Oh.
But there's not really much room to grow. Ville Platte is a small town that have no real job opportunities or even entertainment.
They don't even have that.
Don't even have it. And then 2 stars, all small towns in general just aren't as great as big cities. Let's be honest.
True.
It depends on what you're looking for, I guess.
And depends on what you consider a small town. But
yeah. And what you like. I mean, some people like sitting on a
the
quiet porch. Some people like walking crowded streets. It's up to you.
You need a lifestyle change. Get after it, man.
Ville Platte has such a high crime rate. I looked it up. The property crime's pretty high, but the violent crime's pretty much on point. This makes citizens like me feel very uncomfortable to even go to the town. Changes need to be made to minimize the amount of crime in this area. Well, good luck. They don't really do a lot. They don't do a lot in rural places usually. They go, we're fine. And,
There's not a lot of mass murder. We're going to keep it the way it is.
So things to do here. Well, the murder rate is not good there in Louisiana and rural Louisiana, too.
Oh,
It's bad.
Yeah,
it's real. It's one of the highest in the country of anywhere. Things to do here. The Louisiana Cotton Festival. Yeah. They have the
Uncomfortable.
Louisiana Cotton Queen is chosen from any girl throughout the state. They must be 17 to 22 years of age, though. Any girl, they have to be kind of still teen hot, though. We need, perky tits we're looking for. Come on. We don't want any old.
22's the oldest. No 23-year-olds around here.
We don't want it to look like you got a couple of sacks of cotton hanging off your chest. We need this to be different story. The queens are expected to remain single during her reign of 1 year. So
what?
They will strip your cotton crown from you if you decide to hook up with anybody. That is crazy.
What is their celibacy or
I don't know what
relationship
that has
status
to do with anything.
to
That is wild. I don't understand that at all. I was blown away.
Just so
by
that the town all has their opportunity to shoot their shot with you.
That's it. Everybody gets a shot. The festival officials choose King Cotton to honor an important person, a senator, a congressman, a state governor, president of a university, etc. There's also a Colonel Cotton. Are you
telling me there's no age limit for those fellas?
No, they don't have to be hot at all. Weird, right? And they can bang whoever they want too.
Nice.
I think. Also, Colonel Cotton. There's also a tournament, and we're running late on the town stuff, but the Les Tournoi tournament, Tournoi, Les Tournoi, the tournament it means. An ancient game or sport first followed by the Knights of Ancient France, which is brought to this area by the first settlers who are of French descent. The horsemen joust at breakneck speed, endeavoring with their long lances to strike and retain rings set upon posts along a large circular track. So you run a big circular track, they have shit with these rings on the side, and you have to spear them. You have to get them on your lance at the end, so it's like jousting.
Wow.
Yep, they do that. Once a year, Cajun knights on horseback race around the quarter-mile track and do this.
Yeah.
There's also the Smoked Meats Festival, which sounds awesome. Yeah. I'd love to go there for that.
Is the Cotton Bowl, is that here? Is that what you said?
The Cotton Festival.
Oh,
Louisiana Cotton Festival. No, not the Cotton Bowl. Cotton Festival. Okay. That said, let's talk about some murder. Let's get into this. This is a weird case. Okay. January 3rd, 2003. Let's go to. All right. This is at the Cocodrie, 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 however you want to say it, Cocodrie Bayou. Okay. Probably. This is the bayou in a swamp, essentially.
Yeah.
The Cockadoo Bayou. There's a detective here of the Evangeline Parish Sheriff's Office. He's contacted by the Rapides Parish Sheriff's Office.
Oh.
Now, this case starts out with, before anything's done, found, known about, we know anybody's dead, with two police forces arguing over, I don't want to do this, this is your jurisdiction. No, it's not, it's yours. That's
not
how this
like
whole thing
claiming
starts.
It's
no.
Trying to pass it off.
Exactly. It's literally The Wire, where they're like, no, those bodies are on the county side. No, they're not. The tides took them from the city. That's literally what we're talking about. Not me. I don't have to worry about it. Now, this detective explained that the Bayou Cocodrie, or however the fuck you say it, is the parish line. So it's, if anything is found in the bayou, it's real murky. Yeah. We don't know, because that's the line that separates them. So
well, that shit is wide. What are we doing?
It depends on what shore it's on. Then where do they think it came from to end up on that shore?
Sure.
There's a ramp on this side, but on this side there's no ramp, so it'd be easier to put it. So that's literally what they're arguing about.
That's like saying a 6-lane freeway is the line. Well, which lane?
Northbound is this parish, southbound is that parish.
Stripe.
Yeah. So this detective explained that the body, they're going to find a body here, and it's off Highway 167 near the side of the bridge which crosses Bayou Cocodrie.
In the water.
Yes. Now, they find a plastic storage box. Well, it was actually a kid named Dustin Perkins who was with his friend. He found this and called his dad, and his dad came over, and then the guy's father contacted 911, contacted the Rapides Parish authorities, who then contacted the Evangeline one, saying, no, this one's yours. So that's what this is. It's a plastic storage box they find floating.
Yeah.
Now, the Rapides Parish authorities didn't go to the body. They went, looked, and said, oh, there's a body right there? Yeah, that's not ours. And they wouldn't go near it. They sat there, arms crossed, going, I ain't touching
Not
it.
mine.
Not mine. Not my body. That's your body.
Yeah.
Wow. According to the detective from Evangeline, at the time the body was found, the water was, quote, out the bayou banks. That's his quote. It was out the bayou banks. Who knows what that means in Louisiana? I don't know. There's a lot of language in this when they say where I go, I'm not sure what that means. It's a
I got to watch Green Mile with the captions on because of Delacroix. Because I don't know what is it
who
is that
knows?
Who it is?
I don't
Is that
remember
his
the name,
name?
but I know
think
who you're
it was.
talking about. Yeah.
Yeah, the little guy that they shocked the shit out of. That guy, I don't know what the fuck he's saying.
Nope. They said it was floating toward the Evangeline Parish side. This is the Evangeline people going, no. It was out there floating over here. So that means it started on your side because there's a ramp over there that would much easier launching site.
Well, if it's floating, it had to get in here somewhere. That's not ours.
And they go, well, there's a dirt road on your side. They could have easily taken it from the dirt road. So it's absolutely ridiculous is what's going on here.
Investigate, fellas, and figure out what.
Yeah. They said if the bayou had been within its banks, the body would have been on dry land in Evangeline Parish. So the bayou, I guess, had swelled a bit.
Yeah.
So they're saying that's what it... Anyway, Evangeline ends up having to be the people to deal with it. Right. So they find this box, and it's a big plastic storage container like you would use to move. One of those big plastic totes that you'd put all your shit in.
With the lid on the top and the two clips on the left and right.
The clicky, click, there you go. Yeah. Now they said the lid of the box containing what they ends up being a body had been taped closed, duct taped closed all around it. Oh. Then the whole thing was painted black.
Oh.
So I guess so it blends in. Now, the kid who found the box said that the duct tape on the box was half off and that his uncle, who he called, may have pulled it a little bit before opening the lid of the box. But it wasn't tight. It was you could just open it, basically. He said that the quote, the tape was not stuck good, is what he said.
Yeah.
And his uncle did not struggle to get the tape off. However, he said he didn't know if his uncle cut the tape or not. Okay. Now, they pop it open and there's a man in there. It's pretty
not doing
rough, too. He's seen better days. The body has been mutilated and the legs are completely cut off, and they're not in the box either. They don't know where the legs are. Just no legs. He has no legs. Legs sawed off and at the femurs with nothing to show for it. So they looked around. Legs around here? Anybody see any legs?
Nothing?
Nobody saw any legs. But he's wearing a T-shirt that says Catfish Festival, Washington, Louisiana. That's the T-shirt the dead man is wearing.
Does it have a year on it?
No year.
To go?
Catfish Festival, Washington, Louisiana. It's evergreen, those T-shirts. They don't want to put a year on them. Now, the detective said that at this point, they just have this unknown man with no legs and a Catfish T-shirt, Catfish Festival T-shirt in a box. Yeah. They have no clues. They have no anything.
Yeah.
Like, what the hell do we do with this guy? We do know he's got tattoos and he looks like a biker.
That's helpful.
He's got a bikery look to him, so that they're like, okay, that's helpful. So they can possibly ask around to biker people in the area and see if maybe you know this guy. Now, they don't know who he is, though. Now, the cops said he received several anonymous phone calls after this body was found.
Oh.
The first he received was on the day after the body was discovered. He said the caller asked if he had found his brother. Someone said, hey, did you find my brother? And the caller gave a description of the man. Now, at the time, the press had not published any information about the body. So this would that's good. So this would be information nobody knows.
Yeah.
So based on that, they end up identifying the body.
Really?
They do. It is a man named Lawrence William Cook.
Call him Larry.
Well, we call him, he's got, this is amazing. There's a few different Larrys in this story. Okay, now he's about 44 years old at this time. He goes by Larry, but everyone, because he's in a little biker group here.
Dirty Larry, yeah.
Everyone calls him Larry.
Double Larry, all right.
He's Larry. Now, there's another Larry in the story who's also in the group. It was a different Larry, but this is Larry. So there's Larry, there's, Bob Larry, there's this Larry. He's real Larry-like, though. He's Larry, you know what I mean? Now, he's a member of the Banshees Motorcycle Club in the area. He's out of the North Texas chapter, actually.
Okay, yeah.
Because he's from Denison, Texas, apparently. Now, it's unknown exactly what his involvement is, if he's like what his rank is or anything like that.
Yeah,
but
is he a secretary or whatever?
we do know he's in the group. Now, he lived in Texas. He's from Texas. How the fuck did he end up in a bayou in dead center Louisiana? That's
great question. Yeah.
That's the question. So he is known as Larry in the area and in both areas. He has a lengthy criminal record, Larry.
Sure does.
Lengthy. At least 18 arrests that they could find immediately. At least.
Wow.
He also has 4 outstanding warrants against him.
Could rock it right on up to 22.
Found him. I mean, here we go. You can
got some cuffs?
You can go ahead and throw those warrants out. I think it's, I don't think we're going to bring him in on those.
I don't think he's going to run.
Including, this is amazing, this is from Grayson County, Texas, the 4 outstanding warrants, including one for, this is the greatest crime of all time, stealing a policeman's motorcycle. Fucking awesome. That is so awesome. That is like...
This piece of shit doesn't even have exhaust.
The guy's like, hey, come back here. Taking off. Fuck you.
I'm going to go put some fucking Samsons on this goddamn thing.
I'm going to the Catfish Festival. Suck my dick. Fucking taking off. I love it.
Yeah.
That is amazing. He stole a sheriff's fucking motorcycle.
Awesome.
Like his work motorcycle, not even a privately held one. The one that says police all over it. He stole.
Marked motorcycle.
Nutcase.
It's got lights and everything.
Oh, he has an extensive criminal record dating back to 1986, including convictions for unlawful carrying of weapons, manufacturing, delivering, selling, and possession of controlled dangerous substances. He's a meth cook, by the way. Yeah. He's a meth cook, a known meth cook. He just pops up at people's houses. He's like, cook me up a quick batch, all right? And they're like, no, you can't cook meth here. He's crazy. He's fucking crazy. Possession of marijuana, possession of methamphetamine and other amphetamines. Pending charges at this time that he died for theft of $20,000 to $50,000 as well. He stole from somebody. Unlawful use of a firearm and manufacturing and delivering of a controlled substance, and of course stealing a policeman's motorcycle.
Yeah, that one's a good one.
According to the local authorities that knew him, that they said, quote, the law was always after Cook.
Sounds
always after Larry.
How about that? He's a meth cook and his last name is Cook?
His last name is Cook.
Fuck out of here.
Larry the meth cook. Man, they said he had a reputation, a bad reputation in the area. A lot of people didn't like him.
Yeah.
This is the local authorities.
Yeah.
Yep. He was an amphetamine cook. He'd been chased by police. He stole a motorcycle. He's really the menace of Grayson County, basically, this fucking guy. They're like, he's not coming back? Great. Yeah. Perfect.
Larry's do have a reputation for being a fucking wild card. Yeah.
It's weird because
Ricky's are one thing, but Larry's are a fucking nightmare.
Lawrence is such a buttoned up name, which is weird. It's a real and then you break it down to Larry, and now it's a mess.
They ditch that white shirt with the collar and run it with Larry, and their hair falls out, and watch the fuck out.
You name a kid Larry, you really got to watch out. If he starts saying, no, call me, you name him Lawrence, he says, call me Larry, you got to go, oh, shit.
Uh-oh.
Do we get him in counseling now, or do we wait till for his first arrest?
Let's get him some hair plugs early.
Oh, shit. And people heard from Texas that Cook was on the run, but they didn't know why. I heard he was on the run, people said. Now, they say they don't really have any suspects, but they're talking to people who knew Cook. He was never reported missing.
Oh.
And it appears that he was last seen about 3 or 4 weeks before the body was found.
Wow.
Now, they estimate that his body was in the box at least 3 weeks, and they think the box may have been thrown off the bridge.
Okay.
That's why they're saying it's in Evangeline, not the other county, because the boat ramp is in the other county, but the bridge is in that county.
Imagine being missing for 4 weeks. There is no fucking way nobody would be concerned in my life. I got way too many people.
But you're not a meth cook biker who steals motorcycles from police. You just assume he's on the run somewhere. If that's your guy.
That's kind of my point. Is like he's got. He disappears for 4 weeks, and they're like, Godspeed, Larry.
He lives on the margins and in the margins, not even in. So the fingerprints were used to identify him. Once someone brought up this may be my brother, they ran that to see if it was him, and it actually was him. Found wearing the Washington Catfish Festival T-shirt and a leather jacket. Now, the question they have is, he has a live-in girlfriend that he has never seen without. So they're like, where the fuck is she?
Yeah.
Sheila Kirby is her name, and they're looking for her. They say that she's not a suspect in the death at this point, but they'd sure love to have a chit-chat with her at this, because she's always around. And why didn't she report him missing if they're together all the time?
Maybe she's missing too. There's a lot of concerns here.
Well, yeah. So January 10th, 2003, a week later, after his body is found, the water has receded now because there was a storm. That was a problem. So officers returned to the area in an attempt to find his legs.
Yeah.
Where's Larry's legs? We need to find them.
Yeah. Both, yeah.
Yeah. Where are they? So
There's missing double legs.
That's it. So they're out there. Double Larry, double leg. 2 Larrys, 2 legs. So the sheriff's department and the wildlife and fisheries launch boats. And then in approximately 40 minutes into the search, they find another identical box. Another painted black duct-taped box.
You know what it is.
So they're like, shit, we might got some Larry legs in here, possibly.
Yeah.
They crack the box open, and it's Sheila Kirby.
Well,
it's the girlfriend.
Legs.
No, she has her legs cut off the same exact way Larry did, except her legs are in the box with her.
In the box.
In the box. They fit.
She's
got smaller.
to keep them. Yeah.
Now, Sheila is anywhere from 27 to 34 based on numerous news reports.
Awesome.
Literally the same newspapers, the same day. Yeah. One said 27, one said 34, one said 31, one said 20. I'm like, how old is this fucking lady?
We got a 7-year gap and nobody can figure it out.
That's crazy. That's why you don't go out with guys who cook meth and steal motorcycles from policemen. No one knows how old you are at a certain point.
I feel like this has been a problem that's been brewing for a while, too.
A while, yeah. So, a long time. So the box containing her body was almost identical to the one containing Larry's body. And it also appeared that the box containing Sheila Kirby's body had been duct taped and painted the same way. Also, holes had been cut in both boxes to make it sink.
Make them sink. Yeah.
Otherwise, they'd float forever.
Right.
Fucking
forever. Just all the way to the ocean.
Floating down the Mississippi
right
there.
To the Gulf.
Right down to the Delta. So they wonder, is it definitely Sheila? I mean, it would make sense if it's Sheila.
Sure.
Then they finally located Sheila's family members who identified her positively. They said they expected her home for Christmas, but she never showed up. But they didn't report her missing because she's with Larry all the time. She could be anywhere.
She could be gone.
Yeah, gone. Out. As your stupid opinions thing. She's out, man. So they said also that she normally wore her long blonde hair in a ponytail, and that's what the body was found with, long blonde hair in a ponytail. So they're like, shit, okay, that's not good. Now the boxes, the boxes are, like we said, taped first, then painted.
So the tape is painted too.
Yeah, which they say the boxes were white at one point, which, dump a body in a white box in a goddamn bayou, and that's going to stick out.
That gets eyes.
And the paint that was used is spray paint to paint them, which would be the best thing to do for that. They did say also they found an impression of a fingerprint in the paint. That could be helpful.
Yeah.
They said they submitted it all to the lab, and they said that examining the items, they determined there were 11 potentially identifiable fingerprints on the lid of the box.
Dang.
That contained Larry's body.
Somebody's touching this thing a lot.
A lot. Prints were found in the paint of the lid. They also found 2 latent fingerprints on portions of the duct tape where they'd been stuck together. So in between layers of duct tape, they found fingerprints. Preserved perfectly in the duct tape. While they couldn't determine when the fingerprints were left on the tape, they said that the boxes were taped, then painted, and the prints left in the wet paint. That's what they determined. Wow. Autopsies of both of these, of Larry and Sheila, they said that they were killed by gunshot wounds. Larry was killed with a gunshot wound behind the ear, from behind.
Yeah.
Sure, Larry's a dangerous character. You don't approach him from the front. Yeah. Sheila shot right in the forehead.
Wow.
Right in the forehead. Both bullets exited the bodies and were never found.
Yeah.
So they said that the legs had been amputated just below the pelvic area in both victims. Jesus Christ.
So high up.
Oh, that's brutal, man. They said they were amputated post-mortem, and there were saw marks on the ends of the leg bones. So that's bad. Then they get an anonymous tip from a caller saying there's a location of a chainsaw that might be involved in this.
What?
There's a chainsaw out there. Maybe the chainsaw was used to cut these bodies up. It was down a gravel road about 1.5 miles past the residence of a place that Sheila and Larry were staying for a while with friends, another motorcycle member's house. Yeah. About a mile and a half down there. While they were looking for the chainsaw, they found a dead dog.
Oh.
That they believe belonged to Larry, and Sheila.
Oh.
This dog has been shot.
Uh-huh.
Shot in the head and was badly decomposed. So it's been there for over a month, too. So they think it's terrible. Yeah. Well, we just talked about two legless people in boxes. So, let's get some context here.
How big of a dog is this? Is it a little dog?
No. Decent-sized dog. Yeah. It sucks that the dog's dead. Yeah. Don't get me wrong.
It's terrible.
I like dogs better than meth-cooking bikers, but still. So the evidence leads to people who may have some info here. Uh-huh. Leads to a woman named Cynthia Anderson, who she says a man claiming to be her ex-husband had called to report that he had seen her with some motorcycle people. Said, my ex-wife, Cynthia, I saw her with some motorcycle people at the Catfish Festival.
Oh.
In December of 2002,
okay,
which is a month ago.
Just a little bit ago, yeah.
Yeah, just a month ago. So they said, okay, that's interesting, because our guy was wearing a Catfish Festival shirt, so that all tracks. Also, this woman, Cynthia, the man she is currently married to, is also in the Banshees Motorcycle Club. So this is all kind of lining up now. Mm-hmm. They said that apparently the last known address of the dead people here was in Latwell, Louisiana, which is the clubhouse of the Banshee Motorcycle Club.
Really?
The clubhouse is a really rundown shithole trailer, by the way.
They always are.
Oh, yeah. It's not a frat house.
No.
It's not, it's not Animal House. It's a trailer that you can smoke meth in the living room and no one minds.
Yeah. There's no chandelier.
No.
The wall is not adorned with anything other than old motorcycle parts.
You mean they don't have like illustrious alumni on the wall? Like, he's now a judge on the circuit court, and this one's
they've got exhaust pipes welded together in the shape of the logo Harley Davidson.
Strange, real strange. Now, before that, this couple lived in the Morrow area. Both Latwell and Morrow are in St. Landry Parish. Mm-hmm. So the detective said, to his knowledge, the victims had not lived or worked in Evangeline Parish and didn't have any relatives there.
No ties.
He's still trying to get rid of the case at this point. He's still like, this isn't mine, right? I can't be, So they said that that's so funny, man. So they checked a house in one area looking for an individual somebody said might have some information, but they didn't find that person. Now, Cynthia, the person they talked to who was seen with bikers at a Catfish Festival, that is Cynthia Renee Anderson. She is 41, and her husband is another Larry, a friend of Larry. This is Larry Surratt, Suratt. Surratt. I've also seen it with an E on the end, but that's not how the court documents have it, so we'll keep it at this. Yeah. Surratt. He's about the same age as her. Now, he is known as Lost Larry. That's his name. Larry. He's Lost Larry. So Lost Larry hangs out with Larry. The best part is his wife, Cynthia, is known as, quote, Lost Bitch. That's her name. Not Lost Bitch, Lost Bitch. So we got Lost Larry and Lost Bitch. That's a couple.
I say this is crazy. In traffic, so that makes sense.
You lost bitch. Now you're going to be calling any man lost Larry. You lost Larry. Where you going, bro? It's somewhere to be, because I got to be somewhere. Now, they're all, like I said, they're in the Banshee Motorcycle Organization. The women, Sheila and Lost Bitch, are not. I have to use nicknames so it's not confusing. Are not members of the organization because the Banshees do not allow female members no matter what they do. It's just in their bylaws. Wow. So now Surratt has a criminal record as well. Lost Larry. He said it's not a lengthy record when they checked it, but he's got some arrests and some shit. But they said, Sheila has no criminal record, or not Sheila, Cynthia, outside of a marijuana arrest in 1980. So when she was 19, she got fucking busted for
25 years ago.
Who cares? Yeah. So like we said, the dog that was found is within a mile of Lost
Lost Larry and Lost
of the
Bitch.
Losts.
Yeah.
Of the Losts house. Okay. And by the way, people were told that Larry, and Sheila never went anywhere without the dog. That was like their kid.
Yeah.
Always with them. So the cops talked to the lost couple. Let's talk to Lost Larry and Lost Bitch here. They meet with them. Now, Lost Bitch identifies Larry's photograph and explains that she and Lost Larry had lived with Larry and Sheila Kirby at their home in St. Landry Parish. She said Larry and Sheila moved out at the end of October 2002 and had moved into the Banshee Motorcycle Clubhouse in Latwell, which is this shit trailer that's owned by Lost Bitch. Okay.
This is the greatest story.
This is insane. So the detective said when he told Lost Bitch that Larry was dead, she appeared upset and to cry when she found out, but he said she didn't have any tears or snot or anything like that. She was just going covering her eyes, but there was nothing coming out. Now, they find out that not only had Larry and Sheila lived with Lost Larry and Lost Bitch once, they lived with them twice, actually, 2 different times.
Yeah.
I guess in August 2000 or 2001, they had stayed for a month or two, and then in May of 2002, they lived with them for a few months until late summer or October. Mm-hmm. They said they were concerned because, I guess, they left because, Lost Larry was concerned about Lost Bitch's safety here, and also that Larry and Sheila Kirby were living on a riverbank in Texas in a tent and needed a place to stay. So they all moved in together.
Oh, my God.
Jesus Christ. He has to steal a motorcycle and go somewhere else. Once they moved in, Larry and Sheila were supposed to find work and help out with bills and food. Mm-hmm. But they said that they made them find another place to live after October when Hurricane Lily hit, but prior to Halloween because they weren't helping out around the house.
Okay.
That's when they moved into, meaning Larry and Sheila moved into the trailer owned by Lost Bitch in Latwell, Louisiana.
Wow.
Now, they end up finding a chainsaw. Mm-hmm. Chainsaw is tested by the crime lab. There's no evidence it was used in a murder.
Okay.
But it was obviously, as we'll talk about it, Lost Larry thought there would be some form of human viscera on it, as we'll talk about here.
Lost Larry thought that?
Well, yeah, because he's making some excuses.
Okay.
He said that, if there's anything on there, while I was clearing shit after the hurricane, I fell off the roof and fell onto the chainsaw and cut my arm.
And I'm still alive.
I'm still here. Well, yeah, he said he was trying to clean some debris, and he said he fell off the roof on November 2nd and did that. Now, the next time he's talked to, he said it happened in early December. So he's a month off. And Lost Bitch and Lost Larry have different timelines of that, too.
All right.
He suffered an injury to his arm, and there was a lot of testimony regarding the date and cause of the injury, because he did have an injury. We know that. Mm-hmm. But still, now he said that he injured his arm falling off the roof, and they said, that probably happened between November 11th and 13th. Now, Lost Bitch said that Lost Larry did not seek medical attention at the time, as he, quote, does not go to doctors.
No,
of course not. Of course he doesn't. Come on. So then Lost Larry claimed that he did go to a doctor after somebody convinced him to do so because his arm was severely infected and he was pale and there was pus leaking out everywhere.
Okay, he's about to go septic.
Yeah. So after Christmas, there's all sorts of shit coming out of his arm. So that's when he went. And so it's been a month and a half, according to him, that he's had this arm injury. Yeah. And he finally goes there and he was treated. But the problem is he says he did it in, it's crazy. He says he did it in November 2002. But I guess the doctor's report says it happened at a different time. So he told a doctor a different thing. Okay. X-rays were taken indicating that he suffered a comminuted fracture. I don't know what that means. Fracture through the ulna with a gap in between. So that's your forearm.
A gap in, I guess you'd get that with a chainsaw.
Yep. Also, they said a fragment of metal that appeared to be part of a chainsaw tooth was still in his arm.
He caught it. He caught it in the arm.
And he fucking wasn't going to do anything about it with a piece of metal sitting in there.
And a section of bone gone.
Yep. So they hear all this stuff, and then they decide, let's talk to Larry again. We got to find Lost Larry. So Lost Larry gets pulled over in Bastrop, Texas. This is what's called a routine traffic stop. Now, we don't know if they were doing this on purpose or not, but Cynthia Anderson, Lost Bitch, is driving. Now, when they get him out of the car here, number one, they fingerprint him and do all of that stuff, and they find from that also that photographs and negatives of the prints they found in the storage box, they enter everything into the system, and prints on the box match Lost Larry. Okay. And one matches Lost Bitch, too.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, they had 3 prints matched to Lost Larry on these boxes, which is not interesting. Good. Yeah. 2 of the prints on the lid were identified as Lost Larry's left index finger, and another one was identified as his left ring finger. And 2 prints were determined to be that of Lost Bitch's left middle finger.
Oh, boy.
That is not good. They examined, at this point, they examined the storage boxes that contained the bodies, and they examined Lost Larry's truck. Upon removing the bed liner from the truck, they noticed a 2-foot area near the hitch which had been painted blue, and that blue paint had transferred onto the liner. They also found black paint drops in the area of the truck bed that had not been repainted. There were 4 major regions of paint drops in the back of the truck. They said that if the areas were connected, they formed a rectangle measuring approximately 42 inches long by 22 inches wide, the same measurements as the widest part of the boxes. Get it?
Oh.
Get what we're doing here? It's an outline of the boxes from which the bodies were found. He said he compared the paint from the top of the storage boxes to the paint found in the truck. The 2 samples were, quote, indistinguishable from each other. There's no major differences between the paint from the back of the pickup truck and the paint from the lids. Therefore, they could have been of common origin. But they said there's no way to make a 1,000% identification from a can of paint to an item to the exclusion of all other cans of paint because paint is made in huge batches.
You could say that it's got the same spectrum and chemical makeup as that, but you can't say it came out of that can.
No, it was a off-the-shelf paint. It wasn't a can you mix this, and that and make it look like this fleck. It's just whatever they had. They also found black paint on the chrome bed rail protector. Tests of the paint on the protector revealed it was also the same classification and similarities to the paints from the bed and the 2 boxes, 2 Rubbermaid boxes.
Okay.
So they said they opined that the paint would have been from the same lot number, not from a different brand of paint. So they've narrowed it to that. Now, Lost Larry said his fingerprints may have gotten on one of the boxes that the bodies were found in when they were in his garage.
Oh.
They said, why were they in your garage and why were they painted? And he said, Larry stole all sorts of shit, and he would paint all of it to disguise it. He'd steal something, then he'd bring it home and paint it. So now it's Larry.
No, it's not that,
Yeah. He said, they said, okay, that's interesting. They said, by the way, did you ever shoot a dog near your home? Did that ever happen? You ever shoot a dog near your home?
Yeah.
Now, if I ask you, Jimmy, have you ever shot a dog near your home?
No.
His answer was, quote, shot several dogs near my home.
Oh, sir.
Why are you shooting so many dogs near your house?
Oh, my God. We can't take it to the vet, and it's sick. It's got the shits.
What the fuck? I'm not bringing that in the truck.
Yeah.
Wow. So that is real fucking interesting. So a little more on this. They said, why would Larry paint everything? Why'd he do that? And he said, well, he thought that painting the lid of a stolen plastic container would keep him from getting caught. And they said, why? And he said, that was just Larry's way of thinking.
Larry thinks that way.
And they said, were you concerned when Larry was missing for over a month? And he said, I was concerned, but it wasn't uncommon for Larry to just take off for a month without telling anybody, so I wasn't that concerned. They said, what other crazy things did Larry do? Larry. Lost Larry said, well, as couples, we were best friends, but he did a lot of crazy shit. He would steal stuff. He would shoot guns from the hood of a moving car.
He's sitting on top of the car?
He would jump out of the car and get on the hood and be like, drive. And then he'd be bucking shots off the hood of a moving car, which is insane shit. Absolutely insane. They said, well, when was the last time you saw the dead couple? Now, Lost Bitch said she saw Sheila on December 4th at Willie's Campground, which is a bar in Washington, Louisiana. And she last saw Larry at the same bar the next day, December 5th. Okay. Now, she had earlier told the detective that she last saw Sheila at Thanksgiving. Now she's got a different story.
A month before.
They also talked about the day that she found out Cook was dead. Lost Bitch said she returned home from work and found the garage light on, the door cracked open, and every light in the house on. She noticed that two of the closet doors in her bedroom had been pulled off the hinges, and she said that the 9mm gun owned by Lost Larry would have been in the house when the break-in occurred, so it must have gotten stolen. So that's why we can't give it to you to test, to make sure that's not the 9mm that killed these two. Yeah. So, yeah. Now, someone else saw the dead couple as well. He said that he picked up Larry and Sheila on December 10th or 11th for a barbecue. And they said, are you sure about that date? And he said, not at all, but I am sure that we went to a barbecue.
Maybe, yeah.
These are very unreliable people, all these people.
Shit.
So the cops are following around the Losts here, Lost Bitch and Lost Larry. They follow them around. They try to learn their movements. They say that, they talk about them all the time. There's another biker here who is called as a witness here later on. He is a member of the Banshees as well, and he knew Larry for about 24 to 25 years.
Oh, he should have a good idea of what he is.
He knows a lot. He said that before his death, Larry had gone to work as a disc jockey at Willie's Campground in Washington. That's that bar they were seen at. Yeah. They got DJs. According to this guy, most of his time was spent in St. Landry's Parish. He said the dog was like their child, and the dog was very dedicated to Larry, and vice versa. And he couldn't imagine them being separated from the dog unless something terrible happened. Then they go to the clubhouse, quote unquote, the trailer. They said that the detective describes the trailer as, quote, not in very good condition. Shocking.
If a trooper says that, he's done seen a lot of these.
He's seen a bunch. He said that there were very few personal items of the couples there. He said that the authorities found a worn, weathered DEA notebook filled with pictures of DEA now, Drug Enforcement Agency.
Yeah.
Notebook filled with pictures of people with their names, criminal histories, occupations, and addresses. He said that the cover stated that this was a DEA-sensitive material.
Yeah.
So why do they have that here? They said they found the books were located in the kitchen over the cabinets in a two-door cabinet up there. They quote, two-door cabinet up there, and they were on the top shelf. He said that it appeared the books had been there for quite some time. They had water damage to them from rain leaking.
Yeah.
He said they were, quote, very shabby, very old. They looked like they had, possibly the roof had leaked, and they were wet, and some of the pages, maybe as much as a third of them, were gone. I would assume maybe roaches or something eating them on there. They were in bad shape. So the books get sent back to the DEA. Now, Lost Bitch said she had never seen the DEA books and that the books were not in the trailer when Larry and Sheila moved in. And she said that only she and Lost Larry and the victims had keys to the trailer. Okay, so those books there. Now, they also said she believed that there was a possibility that Cook would disappear for days and come back with money and different vehicles. Larry would come back. Lost Larry said, yeah, Larry would leave home and come back with stuff. He'd just come back with a bunch of stuff that he would steal.
He'd go boosting, yep.
Yep. They also spoke, she said she spoke to said that a cop spoke to her on another occasion and informed her that he knew for a fact that Larry and Sheila Kirby had put 9 or 10 banditos, another motorcycle gang here, in the pen for having meth labs. So a cop had told her that Larry was an informant, and so was Sheila. So they are going to go ahead and arrest Larry. or I'm sorry, Lost Larry and Lost Bitch. When they place him under arrest, the cop said that Lost Larry stared at him. He said, then Lost Larry took a deep breath and put his head down and said, I guess I need a lawyer.
Okay.
When arrested, he's carrying a gun.
Oh.
He is carrying a 9mm, a Browning 9mm, that they do ballistic tests on and find out that that is the gun that killed the dog.
It was the gun that killed the dog.
We know it's the gun, without a doubt, the gun that killed the dog. So why would you shoot their dog if you didn't?
Yeah.
You know, they wouldn't. The dog would not be with them.
Yeah.
So
and why would they? If the dog's sick and they can't take care of him any longer, they would likely put their dog down, not you.
Yeah, that's exactly.
Why would you put their dog down?
Wouldn't happen. Exactly. That wouldn't. And if they really love the dog, they'd probably take it to have it put down humanely.
For sure.
I would assume. So they said that, they told him you're under arrest because your fingerprints are on the container. And he said, well, I guess the best thing I need to do is go back to my cell and get an attorney, I reckon. The only thing I need to do. I reckon that. So they're still trying to figure out, by the way, they still have no idea where the actual murder took place.
Really?
Where it happened, they have no idea where anything happened, basically, because they think that the back of the truck seemed like a mobile, unit here.
Murder kit, yeah.
So they're trying to figure out if he had opportunity. Lost Larry says he's trying to prove that he was working offshore.
He's a rig guy, huh?
Yeah. Now, the medical examiner determined that the victims were probably killed somewhere around December 22nd. But I think it's a lot earlier because they hadn't been seen for 2 weeks before that. Yeah. So he said, so anyway, Lost Larry said, was it the middle of, this is the doctor, sorry. Was it the middle of December? Possibly. Was it the first part of December? That's possible. Could it have been the end of November? Could have November 30th? Yes, that's possible as well. So as far as the exact time, it cannot be done.
No idea.
We know that Lost Larry, his work records show he was off of work November 11th, 12th, 13th, December 2nd through the 15th. That's a big window to kill people.
Dang.
December 24th and 25th and 31st and January 1st. So he gets holidays off.
Yeah.
So they don't know. They don't have an exact time of death. So they're basically saying he had a window in when there was a window of that happening, where he could have done it. That's how that goes. Now, April 2003, pretrial here, they want to exclude the evidence of other crimes. They sought to exclude evidence of, quote, hand grenade, pipe bomb, stolen truck, stolen guns, and or stolen motorcycles. Jesus Christ.
The dangerous ones.
All the stuff that makes them look real murdery. You know what I'm saying? So the trial comes up. The prosecution... There's opening statements here. This is contentious from the start. The prosecutor gets up and, like everybody who talks to a jury, first thing they do is thank the jurors for being there, appreciate it. It's a formality. The defense objects to it. First of all, you have to do real egregious shit to have your opening statements objected to.
No niceties around you.
No niceties. But to say thank you for being, objection, Your Honor, this is ridiculous.
He's clearly pandering for likability.
Wow. So that's where it is right from the start. Now, the defense has one defense and one defense only. Well, two defenses. One, Lost Larry was probably at work while this was going on. And number two, Larry, and Sheila were rats. They were informers for the DEA, and it's the banditos who killed him for being a rat. That's what happened. That's why the DEA book was there and all that kind of thing. They said the information on the banditos are contained in books. Those books, by the way, have now been shredded by the DEA, so we have no way to look at them or know what was in them.
Why did they do that?
Because they're the DEA. And they had a bunch of informants in the book. So they said that the gang, Cynthia Anderson here, Lost Bitch, said the gang had twice tried to kill Lost Larry and Lost Bitch as well. This is according to the opening statements. He said the banditos clearly killed them and cut them up as a statement. This was a mafia-style hit.
Oh.
Wow, okay. Well, in the mafia, they probably wouldn't leave fingerprints all over the wet paint. They're pretty good
wouldn't leave the head and hands on these.
Probably pretty good at murder.
Very few toe prints in police stations. It's mostly handprints.
Most of the time, yeah. They did it backwards. Oh, shit, we cut the wrong thing off. Now, the defense attorney described the two couples as best friends who took care of one another. The lost couple let Larry and Sheila live with them. And he said also they weren't kicked out, but simply moved to the trailer. It was owned by Cynthia, so she was being nice. She said Cynthia, lost bitch, even helped them move, which is how the fingerprints on the duct tape got on those containers. Those were containers used to move. So, they said the dog also, they argued that the dead dog found wasn't even lost Larry and Sheila's dog. It was
That's
a different
not their
dog. Not their dog. No.
How are you going to prove it? That's a great point.
That's the thing. They couldn't prove it. They said the defense is saying that this dog has white on him, and we don't remember their dog having any white on him. So it's not the same dog. Okay. Now, other people testified that there was the same dog. The dog was a black pit bull with white markings, and the dog in the photograph was a black pit bull with white markings. That's the dog there's a picture with Larry and Sheila. They said that that's how that goes. Now, a motorcycle gang expert testifies because the whole thing is the Banditos did it. Yeah. This guy says that this is Trooper Mathern, who was qualified as an expert in outlaw motorcycle gangs.
Expert.
He said that he worked with the Criminal Intelligence Unit of the Louisiana State Police, whose primary responsibility is the tracking and ID of outlaw motorcycle gangs. He said that the Banshees are considered an outlaw motorcycle gang, but they're a little bit different. They don't do that much organized crime type of thing. Okay. He said the fact that Larry's tattoos had not been defaced when he was killed, meaning his tattoos were all fine, intact.
Okay, yeah.
His Banshee tattoos and shit. They said
if it's them, they're going to fuck with those. Yeah.
He said that to him tells him there's a good possibility that a member of the Banshees committed the murders because they would have access to him. Yeah. That's who he hangs out with, and the Banditos wouldn't have left his tattoos alone.
They'll pull your. That's called pulling your badge. Isn't that gross?
Yeah, and if you want to leave too, they got to take them with them. Yeah. So he said that the Banditos denied any involvement in the crimes and had told him to look within the Banshee organization. That's what they heard. According to this trooper, he said the Banditos, the guy said, I'd tell you if we did it because we'd want to brag about it.
Yeah.
It's like a terrorist organization.
Yeah,
if they're not claiming credit, they didn't do it because they're only doing it to claim credit for it. That's it.
Right.
So, they said, not us. Now, Lost Bitch said that Lost Larry had some disagreements with the Banditos at race tracks in Baton Rouge and Shreveport. Mm-hmm. So might have been they were mad at us, so maybe they did that. They bring the detective up there, and they really talk about the boxes and, the type of plastic and the type of containers and ridiculous. And also that isn't it possible that the Banditos had performed a hit on Larry and all that. Yeah. And he said that the defense attorney said to the cop, didn't you say that was possible? And the cop said, I don't remember fucking saying that. That doesn't sound like me. So they said, was Larry an informant, therefore a target for rival bikers? Well, they said he was arrested many, many times, but he served little jail time, Larry. So the lawyer said, doesn't that tell you he's an informant?
It's awfully strange, isn't it?
They said, not necessarily. Could just be lucky. They also brought in a DEA guy who said that while he could not normally divulge the information, he received special permission to appear in court here to talk about this. And they said that Larry and Sheila have, quote, never been DEA informants. Okay. So during cross-examination, they said, is there a federal law that would allow you to lie under oath regarding such a matter? And he said no. He said absolutely not. He said if the answer was something else, he would simply refuse to answer the question and say that's confidential. I can't answer that. Yeah. He said I wouldn't lie in court. Lost Bitch testifies. She said, I know I didn't kill Larry and Sheila, and neither did my husband. She said that the murders, quote, they just fell in our laps.
Yeah.
And then she talks about the Banditos stalking them at one point too, meaning Lost Larry and Lost Bitch. She said they followed them after leaving a racetrack, and she said that a vehicle once rammed the couple's motorcycle trying to cause them to crash. But they never reported the incidents to law enforcement, because it was within the
Sure.
You know, the confines of motorcycle rivalries. In cross-examination here, now they say you're not a member of the club because you're a female, but you knew about the problems between the Banshees and the Banditos, and she said that the Banditos wanted to coexist with the Banshees by opening up chapters where the Banshees are located. A New Orleans Banshee member testified that the Banshees and Banditos are not at war, but actually at peace. So it would make no sense.
It's peacetime right now.
They're actually trying to get along and like possibly get a, kind of be allies rather than killing each other. They said this guy told jurors that he did find a piece of paper in his trailer where Larry, and Kirby lived that had DEA-sensitive material in it, but that he burned it rather than taking it to the police. So there was something else. They also brought in a black spray-painted board, this Banshee member did, which he says Lost Bitch said she painted in the back of her truck. So this is where that paint came from, not from the. It's a coincidence that it's the exact same thing as the boxes.
Right.
So they said that's also the box. The drops of blood are also from that. The drops of paint are also from this. Mm-hmm. It was a big board that she painted that was like a in memoriam of the dead Banshee members.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's how it went. Lost Larry testifies as well.
Really?
He had to testify that he was working offshore. He testified that he and Lost Bitch took in Larry, and Kirby when they had nowhere else to go. Mm-hmm. He said many of the Banshees motorcycle gang that he and Larry belonged to told him not to take Larry in because they didn't approve of his actions.
He's a bad guy, yeah.
He said Larry was always participating in illegal activities, and he said, but deep down he knew Larry was a good guy.
18 arrests, misunderstood.
Misunderstood. He's just a scamp. He's like a 12-year-old who's got too much energy. That's all.
He just looks the part, and the police love that. Yeah.
Yeah. Cop turns around to give a ticket. He rides off on his motorcycle, spray painting it black as he goes. But Lost Larry said he would give you the shirt off his back. Mm-hmm. It'd be filthy and smelling like meth smoke, but still, he'd give it off your back.
It's merch from the Catfish Festival.
But he'd give it to you. So he also testifies that he did not cut holes in the plastic box that held Cook's body. Yeah. He also said he didn't own the caliber gun used to shoot them, which he got pulled over with the same caliber when they arrested him, he had a 9mm gun. Wasn't the same one to shoot them, but and then they said he had another one that was stolen when their house was ransacked.
We don't even know if it's not the same one that shot them because the bullets weren't recovered, so there's nothing to match.
That's the other thing. They don't have no fucking idea. He said that it was not uncommon for him to go into one of his sheds and put his hands in paint because Cook, Larry, had painted containers and put them in the shed. So he'd go
put
grab
fresh painted shit in there.
God damn it, it's fresh paint. He said he denied the prints were made while he was cutting a hole in the storage box and denied that he cut a hole in the box at all. He said that Larry painted everything because he stole it. He said that including the shit that he didn't steal. He would paint. He just got they'd wake up in the morning and he'd have painted everything. They said Larry painted Lost Larry and Lost Bitch's new motorcycle that they had. He painted it, spray painted it. Their lawnmower for some reason.
I'll fucking kill you. It's brand new.
And their house. They came home one day and he had just painted the fucking house.
What do y'all think? It's
what the fuck? He also painted the garage and the kitchen cabinets.
Oh, my God. With spray paint?
With spray paint. So they were like, what the fuck is going on here? So they said, this is a great line. Yeah. After he explains all this and the prosecutor goes, man, you must have wanted to kill him, huh? And he goes, no. Just saying, he liked to paint shit.
Yeah.
That's pretty fucking funny. Anyway, he said that the dog, there's a shit about the dog too, that what's this about you, quote, shot some dogs? And he said, well, I had shot dogs in the area when I said I had shot several dogs. He said some dogs had been dropped off near his home and got into his trash. So he shot a bunch of dogs, which that's what you do there, right? No.
Just stray dogs that were nosing through the trash, just trying to survive?
No, you just blow them away. Shoot them.
God,
Don't take them in or try to take them to a rescue. Just shoot them. He had no recollection of shooting a particular dog, he said.
Oh,
they all blend together. I shoot so many dogs.
I don't see breed.
Yeah, holy shit. That is fucking funny. He said that it wouldn't surprise him if Larry killed the dog because he'd previously told Sheila that he would put a bullet in that dog because it made him mad a couple of times, which no one else said that was true. Everyone else said that dog was like his child. So they go into this is amazing. Lost bitch calls her mother, Vivian Anderson, or lost mama bitch over here. She said that Cynthia cannot be lying in anything she's saying, quote, because she can never keep a secret.
Oh,
ever, her whole life. So she said she never indicated to me that she was involved in these murders, and she couldn't have kept it from me. She would have said it. So obviously she didn't do it. Now, there is no physical evidence other than these fingerprints. Wow. And the paint stains. They don't really have, the gun doesn't match, and the fact that they definitely shot his dog. Other than that, they don't have anything. They have Ugats here.
You got your fingerprints on a package that's holding bodies.
That's it. That's not good. So the prosecution, in their closing, they said, well, there's a handgun owned by Lost Larry, which was used to kill the dog. At least one of the boxes in which the victims have found had been painted in the back of their truck. Yeah. The lid was spray painted after it had been taped to the box, so not like Lost Larry or Larry painted it and then they did this.
Put himself in it, yeah.
Lost Larry's fingerprints were in the dried paint on the lid in which the box where the bodies were found. Anderson's fingerprints were found on the adhesive side of the duct tape to secure one of them. That's what they have. Now, the defense says you can't prove when or where they were even killed. You don't even know what parish they were killed in. That took you a month to figure out. Yeah. You don't know who did it. You don't know how they were. You don't know anything. You know shit. They said the prosecution has no blood, no murder weapon, no saw. They have nothing. Quote, they have nothing. Sorry, they have nothing. They talked about, all of that shit. Now, the verdict comes in. This is for both of them. It's a 3-hour deliberation. I believe it's 8 women, 4 men on the jury. And they find both of the Losts guilty of 2 counts of second-degree murder.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah. That is fucking interesting. And they are sentenced to, you, sir and ma'am, may fuck off 2 terms each of life in prison without parole.
Oh, shit.
Done. Fucked. Here. Now there's some appealing going on. 2004 they appeal. That's denied. 2006 they appeal as well on sufficiency of evidence, saying that that one of the many enemies of the victims could have conceived, planned, and executed the murders. These 2 didn't have a motive for killing the victims as they had fed and clothed them and provided them with shelter and transportation. There's no prior difficulties of any kind which would show motive. The brotherhood to which they belonged entirely precluded them from harm. It was in the bylaws of the motorcycle club, not allowed to kill each other. So, I mean, yeah, you might think I would break a law and kill a guy, but I'd never break the bylaws of the motorcycle club. That's crazy.
Those are the only laws I live by.
Those are the ones I live by. In another assignment of error, they said that the trial was a circus. They turned it into a security circus. So that made everybody seem like he was more guilty. As many as 9 deputies from 3 parishes hovered around a metal detector located within feet of the jury room and courtroom and searched people. Because it's a bunch of bikers. They don't want... Right. Yeah. They also alleged that he alleges he was escorted from another facility by as many as 4 police cars. Who cares?
It doesn't matter.
They're afraid your friends are going to try to spring you like 48 hours. That's why. We've all seen fucking 48 hours. You know what I mean? The bus flips and rolls. We got to have that shit. He also alleges that the defense attorneys were searched 4 or 5 times each day, even when having gone to and from the men's room located a few feet away. Okay. So anyway, no one also was allowed in the first 2 rows behind the defendants and their attorneys, and no less than 2 deputies guarded the door to the room, but from being used by them for consultation. Okay. Also, they suggested to the jury that they were, quote, very, very bad people. They find him. That's affirmed. Yeah. Fuck off. So these 2 are still sitting in prison. Very little evidence, but I mean, pretty obvious they did it. Yeah. But
minus those fingerprints, they don't get caught.
They have nothing.
Nothing.
Absolutely nothing. They have rumors, a dead dog, and nothing else. They fucked up good there. Put your latex gloves, done. Yeah. This whole case is over.
Unbelievable.
Which you should wear while you paint anyway. Like, why you want to get your
certainly
hands
be
covered
wearing,
in paint?
Yeah, gloves. Yeah.
So anyway, there you go, everybody. There is Ville Platte, Louisiana.
Never found his legs?
Never found his legs.
Wow.
If anyone out there finds a pair of legs
Watch
from
out.
22 years ago, they might be out there.
Yeah, they're floating on the cockadry.
Yeah, they were probably eaten by gators by now.
Oh,
I think,
for
or something.
sure.
Yeah, they've been eaten. They
Or
made a snack
some
out of those.
fucking wild-ass Louisiana resident that's just like, I don't know, give them a try.
Maybe they, instead of exhaust pipes and a Harley sign, they turn legs into their motorcycle club emblem.
Harley sign.
That's
Put some neon on them and hang on the wall.
That ain't bad. I'll tell you what. So there you go. If you like that show, get on whatever app you're listening on and give us 5 stars. It helps a lot. Definitely follow on social media at Small Town Murder on Instagram, at Small Town Pod on Facebook. Absolutely head over to shutupandgivememurder.com. Virtual live show still available for another week, 2 weeks past the October 30th air date. It was such a blast. Do yourself a favor and get the show. It's so much fun. You can watch it a few times, do whatever you want. It'll take your mind off of whatever's bothering you. So do that. Get your tickets for live shows as well. I think it's just Philly with a couple. I don't even know how many. I don't know if there's any left, but there might be a couple left in Philly in December. DC sold out. Shutupandgivememurder.com. Patreon.com/CrimeInSports. Anybody $5 a month or above, you get it all. Hundreds of back episodes that you've never heard before. Bonus stuff. New ones every other week. One Crime and Sports, one Small Town Murder. This week, Crime and Sports team relocation drama. Small Town Murder, top haunted place in every state. And you get ad-free for all the shows. And you get a shout out at the end of the regular show. It's too much to even list. That is what the hell do you want from us? Patreon.com/CrimeInSports. You want to follow us on social media? Head over to shutupandgivememurder.com. Drop down menus take you wherever you want to go. Keep coming back and hanging out with us. Thank you so much, everybody. And until next week, it's been our pleasure.
Bye.